Welcome food fans, picky eaters, the flavor curious, and everyone in between. Nothing makes good food better than good conversation. And your table is ready. Welcome back to another episode of the Food for Thoughtcast with your hosts, Melissa Reagan and Steven Gonzalez. But you can call them Chef. All right, let's get this episode started.
Hey there, food fans. Welcome back to the Food for Thoughtcast with me, your host, Melissa Reagan, and my co-host with the mostest, Chef Steven Gonzalez. What's up, Steve?
Hi, how's it going?
It's certainly going. It's been a very Monday. How about you?
The Mondayest of the Mondays.
The Mondayest of the Mondays. Amen to that.
Yeah.
What's happening, my guy? Did you do any cooking over the weekend?
Not really. Not like I wanted to.
Did you make up for it with eating or what?
I did not eat. Well, kinda. Yeah, I guess you could say I did. Yeah, we went to Houston for a concert. We literally left on a Friday. Went to go see one of my favorite bands, Soylent Green, out of New Orleans.
They're people.
Yeah, Soylent Green is people.
Soylent Green's people.
I hadn't seen them literally in like 20 years, and it was a very fun show. What I really love is that, like, before they go on stage, they go interact with the crowd. And, like, every time I've seen them, I've gotten a chance to, like, say what's up to them, shake their hand. And I told, like, the vocalist, hey, I haven't seen you in 20 years. I literally came out to Houston to see you all, and I'm flying back first thing in the morning. And he, like, gave me a hug because that was, like, really cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
They went on stage and they were just having a good old time and smiling and laughing and
nice.
Like, it was just everything that made for a fun concert that I hadn't been to in a long time. So yeah,
sounds amazing.
Yeah, so not much cooking, a little bit of eating. We went to, let's see, Biggio's, like the baseball player Craig Biggio, out in Houston before the show.
You lost me at sports. Tell me what that's about.
So Craig Biggio played for the Astros back in the 90s and possibly early 2000s. I don't know. I'm not into MLB. But
same.
He has a restaurant in downtown Houston, and we ordered a burger, a couple drinks, and everything was really good. No complaints. I love the fries that are like double coated. Crispy.
They're like breaded. I love those too.
Yeah. And then like with a side of mayo for dipping, was that Canadian style? Yeah.
Belgian, like a Belgian fruit.
Belgian, there you go. I don't know why I can't think today. Like, it's been one of those days.
In Canada, they just use please and thank yous to season their fries with. That's all. An A.
But no, it was really good. Like, everything was really good. No complaints. I had a whiskey sour, and they used like they used a little bit of wine in there on top, like as a floater, which was first for me, but it was really good.
Yeah. Shout out to Good Friends, my frequent haunt in Dallas. They introduced me to that. They call that a New York sour. It's a whiskey sour with a red wine float.
I never heard of that up until
it became my regular for probably the better part of a year. And then I burnt myself out on it. So
what about you?
I love it though. Let's see. Well, I have a beef to settle.
With?
I with this general area, I really got in the mood for trash bar food last night.
What's trash bar food?
Just like trash. Like I just wanted like nachos or ribs or wings or like I just wanted something like I don't use food as a reward, but I really just wanted to have a night out. I wanted like a beer and a shot and like something really good. And I went into a bar, and even though there was football on every single TV in this bar, for some reason the kitchen closed at 8:00 on a Sunday night.
Sunday night?
Yeah. What?
Well, it's Sunday night. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Excuse me, listeners. Sorry. I don't give a fuck. You just can't. You can't be operating a restaurant. I don't know. I just don't get it how you sell liquor and you don't have food. Like I don't. It drives me insane. Also, it's not listed anywhere that this is the case, right? And so I'm like, it is still the weekend. Did I move to an Amish community is one of the things that I yelled as I was walking out the door, along with some other things. I was really disappointed because I don't get food cravings that often anymore. And when I do, I really want to honor them. And anything that I got after that was going to be a massive disappointment. And it was. So anyway, the most amazing thing I've eaten this week is I actually made tomato basil soup and grilled cheese sandwiches for dinner today.
Because you couldn't get your bar food. I can only imagine you walking out of the bar yelling out obscenities at the Amish people. Ichabod, where art thou, my hen churneth butter?
Nathaniel, I need my sticky ribs. I mean, it wasn't like necessarily, it was piss and vinegar. Like it wasn't necessarily aimed at anybody. I was just so frustrated. I'm like, dude, are you guys going to roll up the streets next when the sun goes down? Like, oh my God, I didn't realize I moved to like a Walnut Grove, right? Like, I'm like, I should not have to drive 30 minutes into town to find somewhere that can serve me food after 8 o'clock. Good Lord. Sorry. Anyway, I'm done.
You need to have a sign that says, serve food after 8, please, on a Sunday.
Bro. And my other choice in this town is like a really douchey bar where I already got hit on in very unsatisfactory ways. So I'm just like, I don't want to go back in there. And the food was mediocre. I'm like, you guys have good food. Just serve it late. That's all I'm asking. I think I got really spoiled because my good friends at home in Dallas they served food until at least 10 every night, I think. 9 or 10. So. Well, yeah, I know. Big city living, right? But yeah, I really wanted some like Asian sticky ribs and a big plate of nachos is what I wanted. So.
Well, you know, sometimes you just can't go what you want.
I know. I also came to the determination this week, and I don't know if you ever deal with this, Steve, but not the determination. I guess I came to the conclusion that the freezer in my house is where things go to die. And it doesn't matter how good my intentions are. I'm getting to a space in life where it's really hard for me to eat the same thing twice. So I meal prep it. I get a couple of great meals. I put it in a Tupperware, and a month later, it's freezer burn. Will not eat it again, and I throw it out.
Zero will to cook it. I know exactly what you mean.
I mean, it's already ready to go. All I had to do was microwave it. I think I threw out 5 containers of food yesterday. They were all really great when I made them. There was no desire to eat them again. I just want, I swear my meal prep is about to become like girl dinner every night. It's going to become a charcuterie plate with like a cut up apple or grapes or whatever and like a sandwich because I just can't.
I with wine.
I don't do wine. But yeah, I don't know. Probably comes with like Love Island and wine or some shenanigans, but yeah, I don't know. You ever just really want something and then you couldn't get it? I don't know. That's first world problems for sure. I know people have it way worse, so I can't really be like super upset. But damn it, that's what I wanted to eat and I couldn't do it. I ended up going 2 doors down to this Mexican restaurant I hadn't been to before. That's brand new to the area. The chicken enchiladas, had they been hot, would have been delicious. The guajillo sauce was really amazing. Family-owned joint, really, really amazing. They just weren't hot. So what are you going to like struck out twice, man?
So I'm sure that you told the Amish people that work there that they have to believe in using an actual electric oven to keep it hot.
And now I feel like I have to disclaim, like, I don't have anything against the Amish guys. I just
well, it's not.
I don't want the town to shut down when the sun
have electricity to be playing our podcast.
You're right. Well, maybe during Rumspringa, some Amish teenager who's trying to decide if they still want to be Amish is going to find this podcast. A girl can dream. But yeah, I don't want the town to shut down when the sun goes down. It's stupid. Good Lord. Anyway,
like
I digress. I digress.
First world problems.
It's totally first world champagne problems. I really got to get over it. But man, I said what I said. Okay. I think it's a reasonable expectation for your food to be hot, though. I was to put that out there.
I guess you're asking for too much.
I could be asking for too much. I have been told that I'm a lot. Very intense for people. I could be asking for too much, but I don't think it's too much. So, anywho, okay, we're at the beginning of a new week. What are you going to cook this week? What's the plans?
That's a good question. I am actually going to have a weekend off, and it's probably going to be the last weekend that I'll have before. Well, I guess today's the first day of fall. Today's the first day of fall.
Today is the first day of fall.
Now I can start making like
the short rib bat signal went up in the sky earlier today. Did you see it?
No, for me it's the lamb shank signal.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I would like to make. So my store has these giant Caribbean lobster tails. They're previously frozen, never cooked, which is great. And I would like to sous vide one just to see how it comes out. Of course, you have to sous vide it with some butter.
I was going to say I would butter poach it, but I guess you can accomplish that inside the bag.
Yeah, pretty much. But
for sure.
But it's Caribbean.
It's like a really controlled approach, right?
Yeah, it's not going to be as sweet as like, Maine lobsters and stuff like that, or cold water. But, it's worth trying, and maybe do a little bit of like a bacon mac and cheese with some duck fat. I don't know.
That sounds incredible.
Lobster mac and cheese is always great, but when you can put some duck fat and some pork in there to really mask the flavor of bland ass lobster, I'm kidding. But I don't know, like,
what if you
thinking of? But
what if you could you bacon wrap that lobster tail?
Bacon wrap the lobster?
Yeah,
I would still sous vide it though. But the problem is, then you'd want your bacon to be crispy, and then I'd be afraid of like overcooking my lobster.
Yeah, I mean, I think you could do, I don't know, like internal probe, or you could change the time. So you could still butter poach like in the bag, but then pull it a little bit early and then broil with the bacon.
Or we could air fry it.
That's like 15 steps for one really simple thing. You could air fry it. That sounds really good.
And put that up on YouTube, and then it's just gonna be me like doing an ASMR video.
So we're just running a knife along the bacon and whatnot.
I still don't understand how people like watch that shit. Like it's just a person eating.
There is one. We got way off track. Actually, we didn't, because nobody knows what we're talking about yet. So we're just hanging out. There's a content creator that I like for high protein recipes, but I have to like either read the captions and then change videos, or I have to like hear it, because I don't want to see this person eat. It's just a close-up of them in their car just eating. I'm like, I don't want to see you chew your food. Like, I don't understand the appeal. I'm never going to make it big on the internet, and I don't care. I don't understand. Like, please close your mouth when you chew, and I don't want to see you eat. Like, just tell me what the recipe is. Sorry.
That's what I'm going to start doing on my videos. It's just going to be me eating in the beginning, just like slow motion, and that's all you hear.
No, I can't do it. I cannot do it.
And so,
I can't. So many problems. So many problems with that.
I'll tell you what I'm eating today. We're going to be making,
I'm going to make chili Frito burritos this week.
Chili Frito burritos. Mm-hmm. You'd have to make it really thick, otherwise it's all just going to ooze out. No?
Oh, it's totally doable. You like fold in the sides, and you like panini cook it's yummy. And I'm going to do chicken Caesar salad wraps too. I just have like a large tortillas that I need to use up, and I had some odds and ends. I made sloppy Joe bowls recently. I wasn't like super happy with, I guess sloppy Joe sauce is a lot sweeter than I remembered as a kid, and now it's too sweet.
Disgusting.
And so I like chilied it up.
I could do like chili, like instead of like sloppy Joes. But sloppy Joes, yeah, it's just a little too sweet for my liking.
Yeah, so I drained everything out, and then I like added all like chili spices and stuff, and then yeah.
And then what? I'm sorry, I cut you.
I just like added. No, you're good. I just added all the chili spices and stuff, and then I'm just gonna like get it hot, melt cheese, and put Fritos in it, and roll it up and make burrito.
So for your chicken Caesar burrito wrap, are you gonna wash your chicken?
No.
Do you wash your chicken?
No. Do you wash your chicken?
No.
So,
yes.
Professional. There's a professional level segue right there. Steve, why are you asking me this?
Because someone asked me the other day, like, do you wash your chicken? I'm like, no. There's a difference. Like when people ask you that, like, do they just mean, do you rinse it off? Or do you actually wash it?
This is an interesting thing, right? So I have a dear friend with whom I've worked for a while, who's from Trinidad. They treat their meat very differently down there. When they wash it, they'll use things like lime halves, lemon halves, sometimes baking soda, water and salt, sometimes ice. It's very ingrained in the culture down there. Every meat. And I don't think he would mind me sharing, but if you do, I'm sorry. He shared a story with me once about how he got one of his first kitchen jobs, and they sat him down and he was in trouble for everything taking too long. And they were like, what are you doing? Like, why is everything taking you all day? And he's like, I'm washing and preparing the meat. And they were like, what? And then he explained it, and they were like, we don't do that here. Like, the meat comes in clean. Like, stop doing that. So I think a little bit of it depends on like where you grew up and what you're used to. But a lot of times when people ask me that, they mean rinsing it. I don't rinse it. I do inspect chicken. Sometimes there's a little stray feather. Sometimes I'll take a little paring knife or a tweezer and I'll get a little feather off. Sometimes there's like weird blobby bits of fat and skin, but that's normal care I would give to any piece of protein, right? But no, I do not rinse my chicken off. And no, I don't think anybody has ever minced soap, but if they did, I also don't do that.
Oh, I love those videos where people like throw in the washing machine and all that shit. I love it. Well, okay. So if it's like old and you can feel like a little bit of that sliminess before it like goes rancid,
sure,
I'll rinse it off. Like, and I've seen people do it in restaurants and stuff like that. Like in my restaurant days, like it happens, even with like salmon,
But it's really just if something sits, the way that it's stored. If it's not like over a drain pan, if it's up against a towel,
like Dawn soap or bleach.
No, of course. Like, well, I think it's interesting to note. Your what?
My skin.
Your skin's very sensitive.
Sensitive because you have to.
Oh, keep so it clean. Sensitive. Okay, little Steve skin. I think it's really important to note for everybody. It doesn't matter how much you rinse or wash your chicken with whatever; it's still covered in salmonella. So the biggest drawback there is that you're really running the risk of splattering that all over your kitchen, and you need to make sure to sanitize your sink as well.
That's true.
So,
or worst case scenario, if you're cooking chicken, just throw it in the trash.
Or you throw it in the trash. Just go with beef. It's safer. Not really, but yeah.
Go with beef. It tastes better.
Like what? So when I think about somebody like washing food unnecessarily, it just makes me think of a raccoon. Have you ever seen a video of somebody like gives a raccoon something and they really want to make sure it's safe, so they wash it, and it can be like a Ritz cracker, and they like wash it half away, and then it's like you should Google it, Steve, because it's a real thing that happens. Not only is it adorable, but it's horribly not efficient. Like raccoon's like, oh, you gave me this cat food? Hold on, let me wash it off real quick. Like, I think it's really cool as an evolutionary tool, but like otherwise I'm like, no. You can't wash a carb. You can't wash a starch. I don't know. So what are some things in the kitchen that you do wash?
Vegetables.
Okay.
Chicken. Oh wait, no. We decided I don't. Never mind. No, I mean like just vegetables.
Do you say ShamWow for the chicken? Is that the deal?
Yeah, but I always have to call myself Billy Mays. Billy Mays here. This chicken is so dirty.
This chicken is so dirty. In case everybody didn't catch it right at the top, we're talking about kitchen myths, and we're busted them today. Kitchen myths, old wives' tales, things you heard, things you might not have heard.
Yeah.
Things maybe somebody got wrong.
What do you have a favorite myth? Kitchen myth?
I think mine is the not washing the mushrooms thing.
I just get a paper towel and just like wipe them down. Yeah.
I learned that most of the commercially grown mushrooms it's bits of like peat moss, and it's safe to eat.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like I'm going to go out of my way to eat it. It's probably texturally, it's probably really weird, but also, so the myth being that you can't wash them. You can, but they're going to absorb water. Like I wouldn't dunk them in a bowl of water. You should wipe them off at the very least, or brush it with a brush, or paper towel is a really good method.
Yeah.
But they are like little sponges. They have porous outsides and insides, and they're going to suck up all the water.
My favorite myth is that chocolate causes acne. Because I love chocolate.
I love chocolate too.
It's a total myth. And if it was true, then you know what? I would still eat chocolate.
What about caffeine stunting your growth?
Ooh, that's a total myth too. Right? Tell me that's a myth.
It's totally a myth.
Is it?
Yeah.
Prove it.
I don't have to. Science did.
Giant drank.
There's like years of empirical data showing that people who grew tall also drank caffeine.
They all had, what is it, a pituitary gland issue?
Right. What about?
I'd be tiny right now because I drink coffee every morning.
See, there you go. Call that empirical evidence. Steve, what about salting your pasta water? Do you think it makes it boil faster? That's the myth I read.
I want to say, I feel like that's true because doesn't the salt like bring up temperature? My 0 for 3 today.
So interesting thing, right, is that yes, salt is considered a chemical catalyst in some situations, like even a thermal catalyst, but it doesn't have any effect on whether it boils faster.
Yeah, I mean, like I know it doesn't, but like I know like there have been times where I'll throw salt in water and I can just see like all the bubbles start to like rise to the top. So to me, it's boiling, but I know it really isn't.
Yeah, so I think, and you can also test that theory, like if you started with salt water, right? Like if you got a pot and filled it with ocean water, not from Sonic. Oh, that sounds delicious. If you got a pot and you walked out to the sea and filled it with that water, I mean, you put it next to a pot with no salt, no salinity levels, in other words. But the thing that you would miss out on though is like the incredible flavor that you can put in your pasta. So still season it, but just not for the reason that you think.
So what about, speaking of pasta water or boiling
water?
Adding water. I mean, adding water to your water. Does that make it boil faster? Adding oil to your pasta water, does it prevent your pasta from sticking?
I don't think so.
This does not prevent your pasta from sticking.
Joe Sasto also said it was a terrible idea, and he's the pasta king.
I was going to say, we just talked to a guy about pasta because he's seen a thing or two about pasta.
Yeah, buddy.
Buddy. Sasto. Yeah. What about the all-time favorite, searing your meat seals in moisture?
I debunked this in the steaks episode long before you and I were an item, when the podcast was all on item all on its own. But essentially, searing is actually a really aggressive manner of cooking and actually presses more juice out of the meat than a slow cook method.
So would you say it actually develops the flavor?
Well, the Maillard reaction develops the flavor. That's the act of caramelizing, creating the crust on the outside, right? Part of the sear. It definitely helps the flavor. It has zero to do with the juiciness. Do you know what does?
What?
Not overcooking freaking meat.
Wait, I enjoy my steaks well done. Are you saying that if one day I
sounds like
my
you
steak,
problem,
it will be juicy?
It will be more moist. Yes, Stephen.
But what happens if I get deathly ill because I undercooked my steak to medium well?
I don't know. What happens? It sounds like a punchline setup, but I can't get there.
I don't even know where I'm going with it.
I can't get there. Yeah. And, undefined error.
Even if it's not mid-rare, it's not worth eating.
I can go a medium well, but like, why would you? I can force myself through it, but why would you? Just braise it. Eat fajitas. They're well done, but tasty.
True. You know. I don't cook my fajitas well done. Well, I mean, chicken fajitas, yes, but beef fajitas, I still leave nice and medium at least.
Is it fajita meat though? Like flank?
Yes, but I mean
skirt.
If you slice it thin enough against the grain, it's not going to be tough and chewy. But that's how I grew up. And
there's also go ahead. I'm sorry.
I came across Wagyu sirloin fajitas.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm all about that. Like, there's no other way.
I would have them rare.
No other for fajitas now at this point in my life.
That sounds incredible.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
that's all it is. Butterfly is so damn good.
There's all sort of beef that I have put mojo, lime juice, beer, fajita seasoning, taco seasoning, you name it, cumin, whatever, right? There's marinated in green salsa, like whatever I have on hand. There's all sort of meat that I have deemed to be fajitas that really wasn't fajitas. Mm-hmm. Has come out really, really well, but no need to cook it all the way well done. What about your cast iron skillet, Steve?
What about it?
How do you wash it?
Oh, I throw it in my washer, and
you throw it in the washer.
A lot of Clorox and bleach. And
on the it's the gentle cycle.
The gentle dry. Gentle cycle dry. Yes.
Permanent press.
Wash clothes.
Permanent press. I'm like, Steven, have you seen the washing machine before? I think you're telling lies. You're like, it has the cast iron setting, right? No.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the dishwasher has a cast iron setting, right? It knows not to throw too much soap on it. I'm sure people listening right now are like, what the hell is wrong with Steven?
Going on?
What does this guy have? Like, who hurt him today?
Well, Steve had a long day and Melissa's been underfed. So we are feisty and all over the place today.
So it was a question, cast iron, how do you wash it?
Yeah, how do you wash it?
It's funny because you don't. You just season it. You wipe it dry.
Yeah.
Then if you do wash it, like if you do have the wild hair to wash it with soapy water, which you shouldn't, you have to re-season it.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if there's like really a right or wrong in this case, right? Because the biggest thing is if you want to use a couple of drops of dish soap, you need to just re-oil the pan. It won't ruin it though. Yeah. That line of thinking comes from when soap had a bunch of lye in it and it would be really corrosive to the finish. Now, if you need to use it, I mean, you can also pour kosher salt into a cast iron skillet. You're not going to hurt it, so you can scrub it pretty hard, right? You can use a scrubby. I've seen people have these pot holder sized scrubbies that are basically chainmail. They're like stainless that gets everything out of the cast iron skillet. Those are pretty amazing. But the bottom line is, unless you're soaking it in really caustic soapy water, or you're putting like Barkeeper's Friend or name me the other soap that's like powder and it's super Ajax or something like that. If you're just using like a little Dawn dish soap, because think about it, it's gentle enough for the baby ducks in an oil spill. It's not necessarily going to hurt your cast iron skillet that you season the hell of, right? So two schools of thought there, neither one necessarily wrong, right?
True.
So.
What about carrots improve eyesight? Fact or fiction?
What Are we talking about like jamming a carrot in your eye? Because it doesn't seem helpful. Me like eating it?
Eating carrots will improve your eyesight.
I think so. Vitamin A.
This was a World War II propaganda myth to disguise the effectiveness of British radar technology.
We've been breakfasted. We've been breakfasted, just like the pork industry was like, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Eat more bacon before it goes bad. We have to move these pigs. Oh my gosh.
Well,
you know what? I'm going to keep eating them, though. They're good for something.
You know what's weird is the article says it, but when I open the article, it doesn't talk about it. So I don't know.
Well, beta carotene is something good for cancer. I have no idea. Oh, hey everybody! By the way, like we're not doctors. I would just put that out there. So vegetables are good for you though, and carrots have carotenoids.
That's true.
Important antioxidant. I do know that much.
So what about if your dish is too spicy, you add sugar?
This would be sweet and spicy, which I am definitely down for, but I don't know if that fixes that. Does it fix it?
It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't fix it, but it does help. So that's truth. If you accidentally add a little too much spice, don't worry. Here's an easy fix: add sugar. Adding sugar to a spicy dish will help to calm the heat, as sugar has a balancing effect on spicy foods. You can also add honey or brown sugar for a little balancing sweetness. Additionally, acidic flavors like lemon, lime, or pineapple juice can calm the heat as well.
So I wonder if this is a situation where adding those items doesn't actually affect the spiciness, but it changes your perception, the way that it's on your taste buds. You know?
Yeah. I don't
know. Maybe you want to get all food sciencey, Steve, on a Monday.
Science on a Monday.
Food science. And
if you run an onion under cold water, that'll prevent you from tearing up.
I think that one works.
Total hogwash.
I think it works. I'll tell you why, but go ahead.
If your eyes tear from cutting onions, many people will tell you to run the onion under cold water. However, the truth is the water may act as a barrier, but not by much. You'll most likely still tear up. Onions release gas and enzymes into the air that cause your eyes to burn and tear. If you're trying to avoid the tears, your best bet is to try a sharp knife. The sharper the knife, the quicker it is to slice through the onion. A dull knife takes more effort to slice, pushing more on the onion and releasing more gases into the air, triggering tears. It's not that you're a sissy, it's just that you're using a dull knife.
I'm totally a sissy. All my knives are really sharp, but if I'm within 10 yards of an onion, these Irish eyes start tearing up. I can tell from across the kitchen, like I literally get the burning. I'm like, who's cutting onions? Knock it off. Like, knock it off. Guys, I'm busy.
Are you trying to piss me off over here?
Or make me cry? I got sensitive eyes, man. Crazy.
What's another common myth?
Have you heard the myth about making the ice cubes that boiled water freezes faster than cold water?
I haven't heard that one.
It's actually true.
Boil it.
Both. Yeah. Yep. Something about the way that the water converts to vapor, and then it goes to a solid, and everything else is sped up by that, and the ice cubes will be clear. So that's a really fun one.
Okay. What about don't open the oven door while baking a cake or it will fall?
I think that's fake.
It's true. Opening the oven door while baking a cake is a common mistake because it can be tempting to check your cake's progress. But try to refrain from doing so until your timer goes off. If you can't fight the urge, try turning the oven light on. Let's see. When you open the oven door, hot air rushes out and cold air rushes in. This could potentially cause your cake to collapse and or keep your cake from rising altogether.
Is your kitchen in a wind tunnel, Stephen?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I'm in a desert. These things happen.
These things do happen.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
I love it. I love it. Steve, were there any like cooking tall tales or myths or like sayings or practices that you grew up with that you don't use or believe now, or you just like figured it out?
MSG causes cancer?
Yeah. Your body actually makes its own glutamate, and we need it to be able to discern different flavors.
And not only that, but MSG is very delicious.
It's so good. It really is. It super is.
I remember being a kid going to my uncle's house one time. I don't know what we were making, but he was using MSG to season everything. And I can remember being told like that causes cancer and whatnot. And I tried it as is, and I was like, this is amazing. If it causes cancer, then sign me up because I like it.
Oh my goodness.
Again, I was probably 11 when this happened. So here I am like 3 decades later, or pushing 3 decades later. I'm like, oh, well, I don't think it causes cancer, but still delicious.
What about using high quality olive oil for high heat cooking methods?
I mean, you shouldn't use olive oil for high heat. Right?
Sure.
I mean, I prefer not to use olive oil for super high heat.
How high a heat? And what do you use?
So when it comes to cooking with olive oil, let's see. It would always help if I spell stuff right. And let's see what. Yeah, I was gonna say about 350 for a good olive oil, 356 to 392, nothing more than 400, because then you're just burning it, and then you're, ruining a good olive oil.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there was certainly a time in my life where I heeded that advice and was like, I can't use olive oil for sautéing, but it has a lot of them have a smoke point of all the way up to 400. So
yeah.
I've been doing it for, I don't know, 6 or 7. I just got lazy and tired of buying 2 types of oil.
And then avocado oil burns off at a higher temperature. Grapeseed oil burns off at a higher temperature too.
I'm not willing to pay for either one of them, though.
True.
I'm cheap. I mean, frugal.
Oils also are not good for you, apparently. I don't know.
That's a myth.
That's a myth?
Yeah.
Oh. There you go. See?
Learning is really, really important.
Learning is fun.
The more you know.
Right.
Yeah. What else, Steve?
Those are all the myths I have right now.
That's pretty much what I've got too. What about salting beans before they're done?
I mean, are they cooked?
Yeah, that's the myth, right? You can't salt the beans before they're done cooking or they won't get soft.
I've never heard that one. I just salted at the very end because you can put salt in, but you can't take it out.
Well, of course. I think that's a really good standard practice for any cooking, right? Is, taste twice, season once. Actually, not taste several times, season several times, but like you can't ever take it out. You can always put more in. So just be really careful. There has, for a long time, been like a standard, cooking practice that you can't salt the beans before they're tender or they'll never get tender. It makes the skins firm and hard and it stops the beans from cooking all the way. That is patently false. You need them to taste good. You need to season them. So
season your beans, folks.
For sure.
All the Amish people listening, season
Have you? He's going to alienate our listeners one demographic at a time. I guess I did. I insinuated that they don't eat late. I stand by that. How about the old? You should never flip a steak or a hamburger more than once. Did you ever hear that one coming up?
I did quadrillage on there.
Yeah. Oh, fancy $10 chef words. Hey, so for everybody that doesn't know, quadrillage is the grid marks.
Lines.
Quad for drillage lines. Quadrillage. It's the grid marks, and if you rotate, you can get the diamond pattern on steaks and burgers. But yeah, super false. I'm sure everybody's seen by now the reverse sear or the stovetop steak method where you're constantly turning the steak and basting it in butter. It really doesn't matter. I will say that the important part is getting the proper caramelization on the first go. So not flipping it too soon after you've put it down is really, really important. So.
True.
Yeah. What about you constantly have to stir risotto? What say you?
I mean, I just recently made risotto and I didn't constantly stir it
because
I'm a rebel like that, and it still came out really good. The texture was pretty spot on, considering I think I suck at risotto.
Really?
Well, that's just my own opinion, but either way, I wasn't disappointed in my risotto.
No, you don't. You don't suck at risotto.
There's no good. Shame in my game.
You're good at it. Do you know that you can make it in the Instapot in like 15 minutes?
Risotto?
Uh-huh.
Sweet.
I learned from a line cook that I used to have, kind of like this 14-minute method. He boiled his risotto just like he would long grain rice in a 2-to-1, drained it through a chinois and rinsed it, and then built the butter and sauce in the same pan and put it in a saute pan. Wicked. Like the coolest method ever. It was awesome.
Nice.
So I never have a reason to make it at home, but I probably should. I have a rind of Parmesan that's, wasting its life in the produce drawer, so I should probably make some risotto. But it sounds really, really good. What about putting your knives in the dishwasher, Steven?
I don't do that. I just hand wash them and put them away.
Do you have wood-handled knives?
I've got a couple of Shuns, so it's a very, very nice wood.
So on one, so the wood handle ones for 1,000%.
Well, like the straight up wood handle ones, like I have a handful of those.
Yeah.
And I don't really. I mean, I hand wash them, but I don't throw them in the dishwasher.
Yeah, 100%. I think anything that you want to show some extra love and care to, you should 100% hand wash. But the reality also is that if your knife is, a lot of dishwashers have that pull-out rack on the top these days, like the newer ones. If your knife isn't in danger of banging into anything else, totally safe.
Yeah.
As long as it has one complete handle, and that is to say that the tang of the knife goes all the way through the end, and the rivets are solid. Nothing that a long time at high temp water, would damage. So
yeah,
I always think that's a really interesting one. But yeah, I'm blessed to have a newer dishwasher by virtue of renting, and I'd be putting all sorts of stuff in that dishwasher. Knives. I put my silicone drying rack in there, throw the dish sponges in there. What else? Like full lasagna pans in there. I'm so excited about it.
Lemons. Yeah, everything.
Romaine hearts. Are you making salad in the dishwasher?
That's a common wives' tale, isn't it? An old wives' tale. You throw a heart of romaine into the dishwasher and it'll make it grow faster.
Oh, yeah, I think I read that in Good Housekeeping. It was like that 1958. Get out of here. I can't even finish it. It's so silly. Steve, what are you doing tomorrow?
Working.
Yeah.
Working. Nothing special. Actually, I'm lying because we do have something special tomorrow.
We do have something special. We're talking to Bennett Ray from Cooking with Congress, and that episode will come out in a couple of weeks. You may have seen him in the LA Times, NPR, all over social media, eating like a first lady. And right now I'm doing a series where he eats like the people of America. They send him a full day of eating and he replicates it. Really amazing. So
nice.
Yeah, that's what we're doing tomorrow. Yeah, super amazing. But yeah, I'm going to eat a chili cheese Frito wrap before that. Probably going to put some buffalo sauce in it. Might throw a couple of Dino Nuggies in there if I have. I think there's 4 left in the freezer. So
yeah,
and make the ultimate stuffed meat chili cheese Frito protein situation.
Yeah,
so
I'm not going to want to be in your house anytime soon.
Well, there's no beans in it because real chili doesn't have it. So you're safe. You're safe there. And let the haters come for that last comment. I don't care. Steve, it's been a blast. We got to go.
Bye-bye.
Go finish your water, Steve. Hydrate before you dehydrate.
Almost done.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. That's a wrap for today. Until the next episode of the Food for Thoughtcast, make good food, eat good food, share it, and be kind to one another.
Thanks so much for listening today. You are part of what makes us special, and we are so glad you joined us. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave a review. Just like food, delicious podcasts are better when you share them with others. Come back for seconds wherever podcasts are served. And we'll catch you in the next episode of the Food for Thoughtcast.
You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at the Food for Thoughtcast or at www.foodforthoughtcast.com, where you can link to all podcast players, or you can send us an email at foodforthoughtcmc@gmail.com.